Hey guys, we're live in the radio room. This is my probably fourth attempt at a live stream today. The Wi-Fi kept cropping out on me, so if it blacks out, I apologize. It's been really, really poor connection today to the radio room out here in the yard. So like I say, if I disappear, it's the Wi-Fi, not me. It's not a lot of skip right now. It's pretty quiet. I've been working out in the garden pretty much all day, so now I'm taking a breather. It's such a nice, beautiful day here. I had to get some gardening done. It's really quiet. I'm on 365. So if you're out there, pop in and say hi. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Hey, Indiana, I got you in there. We don't have a lot of skip coming in here, but I hear you, Indiana. We're waving. Yeah, have a good one out there, man. Yeah, I thought most of the skip was pretty much gone here, but you're definitely making it through here to the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. Cheers to you, Indiana. 791, Gulf Islands on the side. Have a great day. What's left of it. 920 Wisconsin. Yeah, I'm amazed we got some people coming back to me. It's very, very quiet on this side. I think most of the skip is pretty much gone there, buddy, but you're coming through as well.
10-4, 10-4, yep. We're just skimming through it, but thanks for the contact, and 73.
All right, 920 Wisconsin. Have a good one, buddy, and next week, have a good Thanksgiving. Cheers to you. 791 Gulf Islands on the site. Managing to make a couple of contacts, even though it's quite dead out there. Anyway, beautiful sunny day here today, around 12 degrees Celsius this far north. That's about 54 degrees Fahrenheit. So I took full advantage of it. I made a rockery, planted some palm trees, planted some bamboo. Yeah, it's pretty much gone, the skip, eh? Wow, it's really quiet. It really faded out fast today. And I wasn't in here very much at all because, like I say, I was busy. I think I'm going to flick the beam around to the South Pacific and see if we can get some Australian skip in there. Let's see what we can get here, folks. South Pacific skip on 355 lower sideband. That's the Australian channel. Let's see what we got. CQDX, calling CQ South Pacific, calling CQ South Pacific. This is UDX 791, UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Wow, you're the first South Pacific contact for me this evening. Charlie Baker, 121 Queensland. Sounding good there, Russell. Q5 as usual. All right there, Russell. Take care, buddy. I appreciate you acknowledging my station there, and have a good day. Happy DXing there. Charlie Baker, 121 down there in Queensland. UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. We're listening. Cheers, mate. Good sounding station. Charlie Baker, 121. Any other South Pacific stations copy? This is UDX 791. UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. You got 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side.
Salutations to you.
You're sounding Q5 up here off the west coast of Canada.
Victoria, Australia. Ain't no Darren,
Darren, you're sounding good, man. Q5 all the way up here, mate.
Well, you're sounding good in Mossburg here. I run down here in
All right there, Darren. Hey, good sounding station, brother. Very loud, man. You're the loudest one in there.
They might keep up the good work,
You as well there, Darren. Hey, what's your number down there? I'll write you down in my logbook.
Royal Station 69, okay? Royal Station 69,
All right, Darren. Hey, got you there down on the south coast of Australia. 69, Darren. Sounding good, bro. Hey, cheers and beers to you, buddy. And happy DX. And with a station that loud, you're going to get out easy.
10-4 on that. This is Royal Station 69, Geelong down under Australia. We're on the side, over.
All right, take care, Darren. Cheers, buddy. Have a good one. We'll listen for you again. This is UDX 791 Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. We'll in sight. Ah, nice. Darren. I think I should go up to the upper channels here and see what's going on. Let's see. CQDX South Pacific. Calling CQ South Pacific. Calling CQ South Pacific. This is UDX 791. This is UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Hopefully the stream will last and it won't crap out on me like the last three that I tried today. Not having good luck with live gates right now. Not today anyway. Calling CQ South Pacific, calling CQ South Pacific stations. This is 9 UDX 791, 9 UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. "555 upper sideband. 555. This is the quietest I've seen it in here in a long time. We don't have one person in the chat. 555 upper sideband. Pop in there and say hi, but I am actually beamed towards the southwest. Calling CQ Australia, calling CQ Australia. UDX 791, 9 UDX 791, Gulf Islands. Nada. I'm going to go back down again. Oh, there we go. We got my friend out there. There's Radio 79, Big Island, Hawaii. 79. How about it, 79, Big Island, day 79, Big Island, Hawaii. 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. How about it, 79? How about that World Radio 79, Big Island, Hawaii. UDX 791, Gulf Islands. How about it, World Radio 79, World Radio 79, Big Island, Hawaii. UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. How about at 79, Big Island, 79, UDX 791, Gulf Islands. 791, Big Gulf Islands on the side. Lots of Australia coming in right now. 385. CQDX unit 79, CQDX World Radio 79, World Radio 79, Big Island, Hawaii, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. $791 Gulf Islands in the North Pacific listening. Not good conditions right now. Dallas, how's it going? Most of the mainland U.S. skip is gone now. It's Hawaii and Australia in here right now. Seaweed, how's it going? This is, I think, like my third or fourth live stream I've tried today, and the other ones failed. The Wi-Fi was just really crappy today. Really crappy. Yeah, there's a little bit of DX in it. It's all South Pacific coming in. Big wave from 4731 New Jersey. Michael. Yeah, we're on channel. Oh, looks like it just froze. It looks like it just freaking froze. We're on, if I disappear suddenly, that means the Wi-Fi is crapped out. I'm on 385. 385. I heard Northern California, then it went gone. Yeah, there's not a lot of skip. Even today was not much. I've been out in the garden all day. I came in here periodically. I tried a couple of live streams and it failed. I says, no, that's it's meant to be. I meant to be outside in the sunshine gardening. So I was outside. I made a rockery and I planted some bamboo and some palm trees. Beautiful day out here, up in the mid 50s and sunshine. And it's still, well, I'll show you what it looks like out there. It's a beauty out there. We still got, it's still light out. I mean, I should be out there right now, but I'm not. I'm in here. That's the way she goes, right? Let's see where we can talk. See if any. I made a couple of contacts to Australia here. I think 381 Tasmania is in there. CQDX 380 Tasmania, 381 Tasmania, UDX 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific.
Everybody stand by for a moment. Everybody take a quick pause. We've got the Gulf Islands calling through old Jungle Joe up there. What's happening, Joe? 304 Sydney down under.
Hey, 304, you're smoking in here. I just uploaded a live gate there this morning with you on it there, man. 304 live gate.
Yeah, good on you, Joe. Thanks for dropping on the 36, mate. We've got a bit of a network happening here at the moment. I've got a few operators in Sydney. We've got Denny out there in the Grand Canyon south of you. I might just take a standby, maybe 333 or Toby might want to call into the gate as well. We're on standby at 304 on the phone.
All right, 304. Good to hear you out there, mate. We are live right now. I just turned on the live gate YouTube channel, and we're about 14 minutes into it, bro.
Hey, good on you, Joe. Second out to Toby down there in Tassie. He may be still on the free Thompson, but it makes it a bit hard there.
All right there, Toby, down in Tasmania. Hey, Toby, 791 Gulf Islands waving. Yeah, Toby down there in Tasmania, 791 waving from the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Oh my God, we got the 111 guy in there, but I think he sounds like he's from down under. All right, we're going to take a standby here. 304, if you still copy. This is 791 Gulf Islands. We're listening. There we go. I was also in the garden most of the day. Sunshine, high upper 50s. Yeah, we're mid 50s here. Skip was very busy on the East Coast. Yeah, not so much here today. There was Skip, but it wasn't super busy. And it's probably a good thing.
Danny, I'm back on out of here, mate. I might head back up to 38 and see what else is going on, mate. And we'll let this day side in a bit. So we'll catch you soon, mate. 269.
But
381. Hobart. We're waving. Catch you soon, Danny. Cheers, mate.
Hey, 381 Hobart, Tasmania. Hey, 381 Tasmania. UDX 791 Gulf Islands waving.
Hey, good day, UDX 791 Gulf Islands. How are you there, Joe? Long time no chat, mate. I have got a coffee on you there. You're pretty low down at the moment there, Joe.
Okay, no problem. We got a good copy on you. I wanted to wave at you. I did hear you out there. You're sounding Q5 out here on the Gulf Islands. Good to hear you. 308 Tasmania.
Number 381 down here in Hobart. We've spoken a few times before, Joe, but I haven't got quite some distance this morning, unfortunately. But I have got you up there, mate. So I'll contact you again there, Joe. I hope you're going well up there in the Gulf Islands, and we'll be waving the big high five down here in Hobart, Tasmania. Your friend Mr. Toby, Needle Bender, 381.
All right, Toby, Needle Bender 381. That's right, bro. We are live right now on the Videogate channel, so I'll put your number in the title of this live gate here. Cheers and beers, buddy, down there in Tasmania, sounding good as usual. And happy DX and Toby. Needle Bender 381, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific, listening. Take care, 381. Cheers and beers, buddy.
Just working, Cassie, that's all, mate.
Okay, there we go. We got that one on a gate, too.
He doesn't go by the 2.
Lots of Aussie, lots of South Pacific in there. Yeah, good day to garden, I'll tell you that. Tomorrow, looks like we got a sunny week ahead of us, except for Tuesday. It looks like Tuesday is going to be a little freaking ugly here, but that's okay. So CB, I worked CB 121 Queensland. And then 69 Australia. And then we had 304 Australia. I can't believe they got some of these 111 guys down there. Jesse, how's it going, man? I said, if I disappear suddenly, it means the Wi-Fi's crapped out. I've done tried to do several live streams today, but everyone's failed. So this one seems to be working. I had pizza. Lucky you. I like pizza, but I don't eat it a whole lot. I had, I haven't really had dinner yet. I had, what did I have? I had a kind of a burrito, a chicken burrito with some rice and salsa and all that stuff. And Krista made it for me. Wendy's daughter lives with us. So she made it for me. So I got to figure out what I'm going to have for dinner. I think maybe, well, there is chicken left over. So I'm going to have some skinless chicken breast. Maybe not the best thing to have eaten when I play hockey tonight, but I like pizza, man. Pizza's good. Sometimes we make our own pizzas. Our own pizzas are the best pizzas. I'm not going to pay $45 for a freaking large pizza anymore, though. I'll tell you that. That's a complete ripoff. Just a minute here. I'm just writing down my logbook here. Okay, so Tasmania, Toby. I haven't talked to him for a while. What's your favorite kind of pizza? I like pineapple pizza. I never used to, but I kind of like it now. So pineapple pizza, and it does have ham on it. I also like I like a pizza. I know it sounds gross with oysters on it, smoked oysters. 365. All the Aussies are on here tonight, man. I'm on channel 365. Barbecue chicken's good too. I do like that one. I've had it before at Uptown Pizza, but and don't get me wrong, I like Uptown Pizza, but Man, the prices have sure gone up a lot. I'll tell you that much. 69. There we go. All right. I'm just filling out my logbook. When I talk to Australia, I like to put these guys in the logbook. Lots of Australia contacts. We get a lot of South Pacific here, right? At this time of the day. There we go. They're down. Okay, I'm happy. Barbecue chicken is good. You know, I'll eat most pizza. I will try most types of pizza. I'm not really picky when it comes to pizza. Authentic pizza is really nice. Italian authentic pizza. And there's a place here that makes really good pizza. It's an Italian cafe, Del Vecchio's Pasta Fresca. Really nice pizza. I've never had Indian pizza. I didn't even know they made pizza. That's new on me. I wonder where this guy's from, man. This guy, I'm trying to figure out what language he's speaking. Tandoori chicken pizza sounds good, man. That sounds really good. I think this guy's in the Hawaiian Islands. Lots of Indian pizza places in Surrey. 14. See, that's cheap. $45 for a large here, man. Where's this guy from? I gotta find out where this guy sounds like. I don't know what I don't know what accent that is. CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. How about in World Radio 153? World Radio 153 down under. UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. World Radio 153, you're slamming in here real good. We got about a noise on channel there, but you're breaking through the train wreck. Wanted to wave at you. World Radio 153 Victoria, Australia. Cheers to you, buddy. UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, west coast of Canada, waving. All right there, World Radio 153, Victoria, Australia. Cheers and beers until next time, buddy, and happy DXing. UDX 791, Gulf Islands on the side. Where's that guy? Where is that guy? God, that's weird, this guy's accent. Got 2 large Pizza Hut for $35, $45 for 1 large is crazy. Yeah, totally crazy, man. A complete ripoff. Complete ripoff. $38. Let me go up to 41. It's pretty quiet out there. I'm on 35 right now. So, yeah. So Uptown Pizza, they've jacked up their prices, unfortunately. And I don't like to badmouth people, but they really jacked them up a lot in a short time. And I ain't going to be paying $45 for a large pizza. No large pizza to me is worth $45 unless they sprinkle some gold flakes on it or something. So I can make my own at home, right? Did you say anything to them? No, I didn't. I'm just not going to go. I mean, I'll buy them by the slice there. I think it's about $4 a slice. It's way cheaper at Costco, of course, but this is Salt Spring Island. It's expensive on Salt Spring Island, but I'm sure the pizzas we used to buy there not that long ago, I'm talking like 6 months ago, were $30 for a large pizza, and they've jacked it up a lot. So that's pretty high inflation in a short time. I can see, price of fuel's up, this and that, but does that seem right? $45 for a large pizza? When Wendy looked at the receipt, she goes, we just paid $45 for that. And we had some chicken wings too, which were okay. But the chicken wings, I think the chicken wings were like maybe close to $20, something like everything got, no, there were 15. It was about $65 by the time we were done. I get inflation make it hard, but it sounds to me that they are making a higher profit. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, no, they're making they crank the price up way too high. So like I say, Del Vecchio's pasta place here is very good pizza. Max's Pizza, Max Del Vecchio, it's pasta fresca, and they have a website. They're on Facebook. My daughter used to work there for about 5 years. Very good pizza, but that's authentic Italian pizza, right? And he moved here from Italy. He moved here from Italy years ago, and he made this little hole-in-the-wall cafe. It seats probably about, I'm just trying to think how many tables he has in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he has like 5 tables. But that's the place to eat if you want authentic homemade pasta. He makes all his noodles from scratch. He uses free-range eggs. All the pasta machines he ever came from Italy. It is awesome. And he's got a pretty strong accent, Mac. Not that old. He's probably maybe 50. I'm going to say Max is about 52 years old. Really good guy. Which reminds me, last time I was in there, he said, I got something for your daughter, Joe. So he wrote me out this $100 gift certificate, $100 gift certificate card to give to my daughter. So this is for Sammy, my daughter. He says, next time you see Sammy, make sure she gets this. So pasta fresca, Del Vecchio's pasta on Salt Spring Island. That's pretty nice. A $100 gift card to give to Sammy, because she used to work there for 5 years and she was a really good worker. You really like the way she worked there. So good with customers and a hard worker. So that's pretty good, eh? So that's the place you got to look for on the internet. They're on Facebook too. Pasta fresca, Del Vecchio's pasta. It's all homemade Italian style pizza and pasta. So got to get that to Sammy. I'm going to have to message her again. I haven't bumped into her recently. I'm going to have to get her to come over. I got to go over there. What are my favorite restaurants on Salt Spring? Treehouse, Oyster Catcher. Well, that guy owns the Uptown Pizza, so Oyster Catcher, it's pretty expensive. Salt Spring Inn's too expensive. Rock Salt I like. I really like Rock Salt on the south end of Salt Spring. Rock Salt, check that one out. Rock Salt. The food carts are good. There's a whole section downtown where we have food wagons. They have some good stuff. There's a Mexican food wagon in town. Oh, Cassette is good. Hey, how's it going, Yoda in Minnesota? Doing well, man, Jim. Doing well. I tried to do some live streams today, but they failed. My first one worked, and then it went black, so it was just really bad internet. I'm trying to think. Off the Hook. Off the Hook. Check out that one on Salt Spring, Jesse. How about the best burger? Hey, you can get a double patty burger Off the Hook for $15. They have the cheapest burgers. Also, Cassette Cafe, Dive Bar, Cassette Dive Bar in town in Ganges. Check out that one. Just got back from karate tournament. Nice. Gotta like karate, especially tournaments, man. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I used to do a lot. Oh, I did karate when I was a kid, but I did lots of taekwondo. I did taekwondo for years. It was good till I really injured my leg. Second time around, I popped my knee out twice. Did it in the 90s, and then I did it in 2012, December 2012. I popped my left knee out, and so I had to kind of give it up, man. It never really healed properly. I stretched the tendons in there, which wasn't good. So no more taekwondo for me. But it's good to do that. Place third in sparring. Awesome. Good to get your kids into it. My kids were into it too. I remember my oldest kid, Ryan, he went up to red belt. He was red belt in taekwondo. Next belt is black. Red belt, black stripe, and black. So that's awesome, man. Very, very good. Good for him. Congratulations. 14 to 15. Yeah. it's good discipline for kids, and I think more kids should take martial arts, and women too. Good for women to take martial arts too. It's good to know some self-defense, unless you're, in case you run into some crazy person, right? He's a first degree. That is awesome. Good for him. Yeah, I remember some young guys when I was there. They were black belts. God, I was brown belt at the time, and they were young, like 14 years old. I've seen really young kids that are black belts. Pretty amazing, and they're very good too. Very, very good. Is that Shotokan karate or Okinawan? Which one is it? Sports too important. Yes, even sports too. Yes, I agree. Sports, martial arts, all that stuff. Keep your kids active, keep them out of trouble, and make sure they're hanging with the right crowd. That's the problem. A lot of kids get in with the wrong crowds these days, and they end up doing bad shit, drugs, crime. You know what I mean? Got to keep your kids busy. You even have sports. Yeah, they are. I agree, Jesse. Very, very important. Very, very important. Yeah, I like to see kids involved in sports. Our kids used to play, when they were smaller, they'd play t-ball, then baseball, and then they did soccer. And my youngest son was really into basketball. He really loved basketball. Matter of fact, I got a ton of videos of Trevor. He's the rapper guy when he was a kid playing basketball, and he was a really good basketball player, scoring lots of baskets. You know, and he wasn't a big guy either. I'm on 35, but you probably won't hear me. I think all the U.S. skip is done. It's just South Pacific stuff coming in now. I'm working Australia and Tasmania. I think we got. It's even quiet here too. I hear some Aussies on 355. I remember lots. My friends wanted to drink and smoke weed, etc. Yeah, you know what? Good for you. Play hockey. Way better than smoking weed and doing drugs and drinking, man. I'm pointed southwest, but I don't know if I'll be able to hear you. I'll point it southeast on 35, and let's just see. There's no American skip coming in right now, unfortunately. It faded out a while ago. Okay, let's go. But you never know. Okay, we're southeast right now on channel 35. Let's try. Well, you know what? Let's go to 41. Let's go up to 41. It'll make it easier. How about at 068 Minnesota? How about at 068 Minnesota? 791. Try it. 41. Lower sideband. I'd be very surprised if you heard me. It's quiet. It's really quiet. Here, I'll try it again. How about at 068 Minnesota? How about at 068 Minnesota? 791 Gulf Islands. I'm pointed southeast, but like I say, there's just doesn't look. I don't think we have any U.S. conditions right now. Yeah, it's dead. Treehouse Cafe is pretty. It's got a tree growing through the middle of it. Yeah, so I'm going to try you again. How about at 068? How about at Jim, Minnesota? 068 UDX 791 Gulf Islands. I'll show you a picture here. This is one of our advertisements for Taekwondo here. Yeah, this was God, that was probably 2012, maybe 2011, something like that. He actually passed away. Paul, he was a third degree. So anyway, yeah, unfortunately he died a few years ago. I hate to say why, but he did die. He got you know when people get vaccine injured? He died a day after his shot. He got his shot and then he died. He had an attack and died, man. It's pretty sad. Paul, good guy. I miss him. So very, very sad. Anyway, that's one of our advertisements. So it was Taekwondo was lots of fun. Lots of fun. That's me there. It does suck, man. It does suck. Yeah, because he wasn't very old. He was I'll tell you how old he was. He was a year older than me. Less than a year older than me. I'm 59, and he died about 3 years ago. So he was about 56 when he died. Just sad. So I went to his funeral. I planted a palm tree in memory of him. And then it was at his sister's place. And I blew up some pictures of us in the dojang. And I brought the pictures of us and I gave them to his sister. But it's funny, his sister has since sold the house. They've renovated. And you know, the funny thing is where I work, the guy that owns the store that I work, he bought that property for employees. And the palm is gone. Everything's totally different there now. And say some story. Yeah, I know it's pretty sad, man. I seen some pretty weird crap to make mine a 99. And yeah, it's just a waste because he was, like I say, wasn't that old. 56 years old is not that old, man. Did you get that? No, I didn't get it. Where did you send me on Facebook? I'll have to check it, bro. You, Jim, you sent it on Facebook then, right? Some people send it to Banana Joe, my like page, and I don't always get to those ones right away. So let me just give you the link to my my actual personal page. Banana Joe is my actual like page. So I have a where are we here? I'm going to find it for you. Oh, you don't have Facebook? No Facebook. I have Instagram, and I have Twitter. No me email at TELUS. Oh yeah, here we go. Now I'm probably going to get some spammers. There we go. That's my email at TELUS. If we get some spammers in there, I just block them. It's no big deal. But yeah, so that, and I'm on Twitter too. Never done Muay Thai. I've done karate. I've done 2 different types of karate, and I've done judo. Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay, you sent it there. Okay, I'll check it out. Muay Thai classes. Yeah, they're pretty brutal. Check out the movie Un Bak. I watched that one years ago. It was a good one, man. I like that one. But yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Jim, I'd like to see it. Sounds cool, man. All radio stuff is good. I like gardening and radio stuff. That's some of my hobbies. You know, you got to have hobbies. You got to keep busy. Today, I was out gardening, and I love to garden. I like to grow exotic plants. And today, I made another garden. I've been bringing home rocks from work. I've been digging big holes here and there. You know, we're putting in pipes and stuff like that. So any big rocks I take out, and I bring them home if nobody needs to use them for anything. And then I created a rockery beside our tiny house, and I planted some bamboo beside it, and I put some nice palm trees in there. Gardening is great. Gardening is awesome. I agree with you, man. I have a plant installation I'm in the near future. Sweet. You got to like that. Before I got my antenna, I actually had it already set up for when I got my antenna. So I put the post in the ground, and then I got that all secured. I had my 20-something feet of mast, and then I had my rotor. I bought the rotor. I had that set up to the mast. I got that all into place and wired in. The only thing I was waiting for for my antenna. And once that got here, I put it together the very same day, and I had it up the very same day, and I put it up myself. It was great. I finally have enough for mulch. Oh, mulch is good, man. I did my garlic. I did my garlic beginning of October. I cannot believe it. We have garlic coming up in the garden. There's lots of it down there because it's been so mild. We haven't had any cold weather. I remember the old Thai trainer kicking me in the abs, doing hard. I had broken ribs. I got my ribs busted once in Taekwondo. Did some full contact stuff in there too. Getting too old for that stuff now. Anyway, I do enjoy to watch it on YouTube. It's great. I do like watching all that stuff. Bruce Lee was my hero growing up. I always had a poster or 2 of them on my wall. So let's go down. It's quiet. It is quiet. Let me swing. I'm going to swing the beam around towards the southwest and see if we can pick up some more South Pacific here. If not, that's just the way she goes for Skip tonight. Tomorrow I'm off. Then I work for 3 days. Yeah, there's some South Pacific coming in right now. It's amazing the rejection off the back of this beam. It just blocks everything out. But once in a while, I can get people off the back of the beam, backscatter. I like Mike Tyson watching older videos. Yeah, he was a pretty badass. I'm using maple leaves for mulch, make mine A99. I use a lot of maple leaves. Mike Tyson, yeah. Is there Skip going? Yeah, we have South Pacific stuff here, Mopar, coming in from Australia. And oak, yeah, we have native oaks here, but there's no big ones around where I live. They're up in the hills and stuff like that. They're the Oregon white oak. Yeah, that's what we have. We have Oregon white oak, Gary oak. And I have lots in the garden I've grown from acorns, but they're very, very slow and slow growing. So a big tree is an old tree. And oak trees work good. So we have red oak in our garden. We have lots of Gary oaks. And those red oaks just kind of came up by themselves from leaves I brought home from the park. And there was acorns in there and they sprouted. But I use the big leaf maple for mulch. And if I had Gary oaks around me, I'd use those too. But where we hike up in the hills, Gary oaks everywhere, man. It's Gary Oak Meadow. Yeah. And they are nice trees. No trees, though. Yeah, we have. And see, the problem is where we live here, it's all evergreen pretty much. Every tree around us doesn't lose any leaves, except we have a few maples dotting the back of the forest. So I have to go down to the back 40 to get them. But they all rot down nicely, right? And you can put them in the compost too, which is nice. Our Butis leaves are the worst leaves. We have those too. Pacific Madrona. My neighbor has oak tree. I love oak trees. Oak trees are beautiful. I do like the white oak. I'm going to go in and make dinner soon. I like all trees. All trees are awesome. If you want to watch my other channel, if you ever tune into it, you can see exactly what we grow here. That's my other YouTube channel. That's a gardening channel. And my wife's channel is that one. And I shoot a lot of videos for her too. So Banana JSSI, that's all gardening stuff. There's random crap on there too. And the stuff that grows here is pretty crazy. We have a long frost-free growing season out here on the islands. Longer than the mainland. So when they're getting zapped by frost, we still haven't had our frost yet. We haven't had any frost here yet. Hey, you'd like it up here. Not that far north, do you make mine A99? Uh-huh. Check it out. You step out the B&B and you're surrounded by palm trees, man. And you know what? Walking distance to the beach. You go out the driveway, you walk down the hill, and you go through a nature trail, a 5-minute walk, and you're right at this beautiful private beach. It's so nice. Oh, cool. Thanks, Mopar. It's very, very private up here. And we're about, I'd say about a 10. It seems like we're really far from town, but we're about, I'm going to say about a 10-minute drive from town. Do you know who invented the CB radio? Actually, no, I don't. Who invented the CB radio? I'd like to know that. Fun fact today. Who invented the CB radio? I would like to know that. I don't know. I could Google it, though. I'm going to Google it. I never even thought to Google it. Who invented CB radio? 1945, Al Gross. CB radio originally served as a method of communication for troops during World War II. After the war, Gross worked to make it possible. Radios used for personal communication. CB radio service was established in 1949. Whoa. What started the CB radio craze? What started the CB radio craze? That's pretty amazing, man. Some guy, yeah, that's what it was. It was 1940s, man. I got disturbing piece playing guitar. I got a disturbing. What for playing guitar band? Cannon won't let me come in. No way. For disturbing the peace in the 1980s playing a guitar. Unbelievable. Trudeau's such a tool, man. For disturbing the peace from playing a guitar? That's crazy. Unreal. You could waiver that. That's just stupid Canadian government. That's why I don't support the Canadian government. I fly the American flag. I'm not happy with Canada, okay? Even my shirt that I have has an American flag on it. I got an American flag there. Got the Hawaiian flag here, but I got a Canadian flag in behind the American flag. I will fly the Canadian flag once Trudeau's gone. I'm not happy with the way things are going here right now. If I do fly the Canadian flag, it's got to be upside down. Red. You shredded so hard the cops got mad. That's cool. That's bragging. That's awesome. Convoy Smokey the Bandit. Yeah, I remember Smokey the Bandit. Remember that? Probably someone in Scotland. Hi, new subber here. KN4YEM Daryl. Hey, good to have you in there, Daryl. A new subber. Thanks for tuning in to Jungle Joe C Video Gates. So my other channel, YouTube channel, is Banana JSSI, Banana Joe. And the only reason I call this one Jungle Joe C, it's because I started this channel in April 2012, and I had to think of another name for this other channel. And back when I was in high school, the socials teacher always used to call me Jungle Joe, and a couple of people would call me that. So I go, oh, that'll be my channel name for this one. Joe's an idiot too. I call them Dumb and Dumber. Trudeau and Biden, Dumb and Dumber, right? I'm going to see Cuban Fabio. Yeah, no kidding. Make mine A99. There's Australia coming in 35. Pretty good. So I'm beamed 304. That's 304. Yep. I'm sure he's Castro's kid. That's 304. It's amazing how it picks these signals up when you swing that beam around, eh? Just sucks them out of nowhere. $35. That's the only channel I'm hearing South Pacific on. He's a dictator. Make mine 89. He is a dictator. I can't get guys in Australia where I used to get them. Oh, is that right? That's interesting. We get them every day. This guy's coming in. This guy's coming in 20 over from Australia. Can you talk on 35? Yes, I'm on 35 right now, Simon. I am on 35. 355. I'm going to go to radio room. Hold on. Okay. Hawaii 38. How about it? World Radio 79, Big Island, Hawaii. World Radio 79, Big Island, Hawaii. UDX 791. UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. All right, aloha, bro. Good to hear you out there. World Radio 79, Big Island, Hawaii. Sounding good, bro. Have a good Thanksgiving coming up out there. Shaka wave and aloha from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. All right, aloha, my friend. We'll talk soon. UDX 791 out here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. QSX, Shaka wave. There we go. I better put the Hawaii license plates in there for them. There we go. I'll use that as a thumbnail for that video. I'm going to go into the radio room. I hear 304. Yeah, 30. Can you talk on 35? Yes, I can. Hey, Whiskey 2, Hawaiian Islands, sounding good on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific, 791. How about it, Whiskey 2, 791? How about that, Whiskey 2, 791, returning?
Yeah, 791. Man, I tell you what, I let off the key and it became a mess out there. But, yeah, I heard you up there in the Gulf Islands. Wanted to wave a hand. It's been a few days. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend and enjoying your Sunday evening, 791. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Yeah, you as well. You're sounding real good along with World Radio 79 out there on the Big Island. I got you, Q Fry, bro. You're sounding good on the Gulf Islands here out in the North Pacific.
Yeah, appreciate it there. UDX 791. Take care. Take care. Have a good evening. We'll catch up to you again sometime real soon there at 791. Whiskey 2, aloha.
Aloha, Whiskey 2, Hawaiian Islands. Shaka wave and aloha from 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific.
Whiskey 2, 440, fresh from you. Yeah, right there, 176. SoCal, Whiskey 2, waving your way.
Hang on, guys. (0079) and Whiskey 2 (0083). Okay. Hawaii's coming in real good right now. Is that a 3550? Is this no, this is 385. I'm on 385. I will get set up a mobile rig and see if you will hear us. You will hear us indeed. Yeah, I'm on 385. We got a lot of stuff coming in from the South Pacific right now and Central Pacific. So not to be confused, Hawaii is Central Pacific and Australia is South Pacific. A lot of people seem to think Hawaii is in the South Pacific. Hawaii is in the Central Pacific and we are in the North Pacific, right? So World Radio 79 and Whiskey 2. And 385. I'm just putting these guys in the logbook. These guys, 79 tunes into the video gate, so which is a good thing. I looked at the I was checking out the channel the other day. I just wanted to see how many views this channel has now. We're over 7.5 million hits. This channel has over 7.5 million hits now. That's not a lot in YouTube standards, but it's a lot for a video gate channel, which is okay, right? And we're about 10,500 subs. 10,500 subs on it now. It's growing. That's good. Seems to be growing faster than my Banana JSSI one. And I started that one a long time ago. I've been shooting YouTube videos since 2008. Yeah, I think 2008 or 2009 I started my channel. I thought you were going. No, you know, Popcorn, I'll tell you what happened, man. I did a live gate this morning. And then the thing went black on me. I think I might have went for 20 minutes or a half hour. The Wi-Fi crapped out. Then I came in. I went out and did some gardening. I came back in, started a live stream. It crapped out. Then I went back out. Came in, did another live stream. The Wi-Fi crapped out. I don't know why. And then I said, okay, I'll attempt it one more time. I think this is like the 4th live stream today. This one seems to be working. We've been going for 51 minutes. So I was out in the garden all day. It's weird how channels grow. It is weird. It's I'm amazed how many people, and I think it's mostly in the U.S. There's a lot of people that are into CB radio still, right? I'm on 385, but I'll tell you what, I'm pointed southwest towards the Central and South Pacific. Okay, there we go. Big Island, Hawaii. This one Australian guy always sounds like he's freaking hammered in there. Did you ever hear that Triple X guy in this? He sounds like he's freaking hammered too. Did you try restarting Wi-Fi? No, I didn't feel like going into the house. I went from here right out into the garden and I made a rockery. I made a really nice rockery and I made a really nice garden. It wasn't a big one. It was about like this big. And I collected a bunch of really nice rocks from work, from one of my job sites. And then I filled it up with dirt. And I planted some bamboo that I had in another area. I had it kind of healed in with some sawdust in summer, moved that over, and then I planted some nice palm trees around it. But I should have started, I should have tried restarting the Wi-Fi unit. They need to be, yeah, you're right, Popcorn, and that was my bad, and I should have done that. The router, the wireless router, right? Triple three. Let's see if I can get out to somebody here on 355. When I shoot skip and video gate, I have 2 antennas and the transmit interferes with the stream. Oh, really? Interesting. I talked to 333. Cool. He's in Springfield, Missouri. Triple three. Oh, you know 5180 Justin in Missouri. Stupid me. So with these 2 YouTube channels, if I'm going to upload on this channel, I got to make sure I'm not on my other channel because sometimes by mistake I upload a video gate on Banana JSSI. And sometimes I forget to switch back over. I got to switch channels. And the 5180, I shot one of Justin, a contact with Justin the other day, 9-pound hammer in Oklahoma. And I couldn't figure out why it wasn't on this channel. Well, stupid me, I hadn't switched the channels over. And it's on my other channel. So it's on Banana JSSI. I do actually have video gates on Banana JSSI, but from more than a decade ago, because I was shooting video gates back then too. So there's some old video gates on Banana JSSI way from a long time ago, from over a decade ago. But yeah, so that one video gate I put on the other day is on Banana JSSI. And one of my viewers on there said, "Are you making this into a radio channel too?" And I go, "I just messed up. It was supposed to be on this channel." Keep your audio down and it won't keep your audio down and it won't mess with it. Popcorn. Good advice. Good advice. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side.
Hey, Joseph, we still got you there, mate. Not your normal regular 10 mate, but we're hearing you out there across the Pacific.
Hey, 304, is that you? You're sounding good.
Yeah, look at me, right? Yeah, the conditions aren't quite as strong as they normally are, mate. Usually you're taking me 5, 9, 10, but you're still in there, Joe. Good to hear your voice, man.
All right, 304. We're waving at you, buddy. We still got the South Pacific and Hawaiian Islands, Central Pacific coming in here. So, hey, just waving at you, bro. You're sounding good as usual.
Top of the weekend to you, Joe. Have a great Sunday evening over there, mate, in the west coast of Canada. We'll be here again soon, mate, for sure.
All right, 304 Australia. Cheers and beers. 791 Gulf Islands. We'll QSX. Have a good one, bud.
Enjoy the weekend, bro.
Yeah, you as well. Yeah, somebody calling 791 out there. Bring her back. We're waving. Echo, Echo 038. Echo, Echo 038. Yeah, what was your QTH? You're down under, right? You're down in Australia. All right there, Echo Echo 038. Sounding good, bro. We got a good copy on you from Sydney, Australia. Hey, we're waving at you. Thanks for the comeback, my friend. I don't want to tie it up in here. I know there's a lot of down under stations in there right now. I hear a lot of South Pacific on this one. Have a good one, bro, and happy DXing. All right there, Echo Echo 038, Sydney, Australia. Cheers and beers, bud. UDX 791 out here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. We're QSX. Hey, Darren, how's it going there, buddy? Good to hear you, Darren. 141 Australia. Good day to you, my friend, and happy DXing. All right, Darren. Cheers and beers, buddy. Have a good one. And enjoy the day. UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the site. I hear a bunch of people coming back to me. We're waving at you too. 791 out here, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. 93 Australia. We're waving at you. Hey, Swamp Radio 693. Cheers and beers right back, buddy. Good to hear you out there, my friend. We are live on the Videogate channel. We're definitely live right now, so you made the gate. Yeah, it's good to hear you out there. I'm glad you can make the gates, man. You've been on a lot of these video gates, bro. Hey, Swamp Radio, I was sounding good. Cheers to you and have a great day from 791 on the Gulf Islands. Take care there, Swamp Radio, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the site. It's working. There we go. It's working. Lots of Australia coming in. Okay, so let me just, what do we got here? We got 038, 083, 084. Turn this down. Thank God I take him with this camera. So good to hear you. Swamp Radio 693 from down under, man. I'm on 35 right now, and we can hear you. Not a problem, James. You got a good sounding station from Australia. Thanks for tuning into the Video Gate, bro. And I thank everybody for tuning into the Video Gate there. It's nice to have followers down under for sure. One of these days when I go down visit down under, we're going to visit some of you guys and eyeball it up. It sounds like it would be a good time for sure. I know Australians like to party because I partied with them before on the Hawaiian Islands. They definitely know how to party. And one of these days, that is on my bucket list, is to make it to Australia before I expire. Anyway, thanks, James, for coming in, bro, and thanks for tuning into the live gate. There we go. Anyway, I hope everybody out there is having a good evening. It is evening here, and I know in Australia it's daytime. They're the next day. You guys are the next day in Australia. It's like Monday in Australia. That's where all the sun is in Australia right now. It's like a summer day down there. I know that. What do we have here? We have 8 degrees Celsius. 8 degrees Celsius is about 46 degrees Fahrenheit here this far north. Okay, Swamp Radio, we got to get you in here too on this live gate here. And 0087. Okay, 0087. I'm just getting that off my camera. Okay. All right. 79 Hawaii. It was 70 in Ventura. Oh, nice, man. See, 70 is a nice temperature. That's good. We're up in the 50s today. So 79 Hawaii's on 38 here. I've talked to him on AM too, 79. Okay, so I got to write these down here. W2 Echo 038 and 141 and Swamp Radio. Gotta love the Shaka Wave, eh? Gotta love the Shaka Wave. I love the Hawaiian Islands, man. It's pretty awesome. 79 Mobile slams in here, doesn't he? Oh, he's lucky, man. I'd love to be in Hawaii right now or Australia. It would be nice. Anywhere tropical and warm is a good thing for me. I like warmth, man. As I get older, I like it even more. Hawaii's 3 hours behind us, too. World Radio 8200, 32. You're doing this. I've never had logbook. Remember, that's cool, man. You're good. My memory's not that good. I've got tons of these filled up. I kid you not. I got a lot of these filled up. I started keeping a log in 78, early 78. I was in radio in 77, and I started keeping them in 78, and I still have my log books from back then. 038, you're still slamming in here to the Gulf Islands. 038 Australia, 791 Gulf Islands on the side.
I was just on YouTube, speaking of the devil, looking at your video game. The bloody idiot there, Joe. That's all right. That's 661.
Yeah, you're smoking in here, 038. Thanks for tuning into the Video Gate, man. You are live right now and sounding good as usual. Q5 all the way to the Gulf Islands.
Crystal clear audio and beautiful modulation. My shutdown here in Sydney, Australia on the 25th.
All right there, 038. You as well, man. I got you up into the red here, bro, on the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. All right, I'll let you get some skip shooting out there. I hear the Hawaiian Islands booming in here right now. Have a good one down under. Cheers and beers to you from the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. And thanks for tuning into the live gate. 791, we're listening. There we go.
Get yourselves a chili dog. Chili dog.
Take care, 038. Cheers and beers, buddy. 791 on the side. Noisy. He's loud, man. 79 is loud. The video gate takes CB a whole new different level. Yeah, thanks, James. Thanks for tuning in. Well, people like to hear what they sound like. And the only reason I make the gates is for you guys, not for me. I make these connections to get you guys on the gate. So you guys can hear how good you're coming in this far away in DX land, right? The Gulf Islands are off the west coast of Canada. Here we go. I'm going to show you. Thank God I saved this book. We're here. All right. We're on these islands. I'm on this island right here. These are the Gulf Islands. I'm on the southern Gulf Islands. So these ones in black, southern Gulf Islands. Right across from us is Washington State. That's Washington. That's even Washington there. That's British Columbia. This is Washington. This here is Vancouver Island. This is the southern end of Vancouver Island. To the west of us, this is Washington State. This is all U.S. San Juan Islands here, and this is our southern Gulf Islands, right? So, yeah. So we're off the southwest coast of British Columbia. And I agree. I thank you guys for tuning in, man. It's fun. It's like raw and unedited, right? We are live. I'm just surprised when I make it all the way there. Your mobile always sound. You guys sound good. When I hear you guys out there, you're sounding good, man. You're making a good trip out here to the Gulf Islands. I could say I'm on the west coast of Canada, which I am, but I don't want to have anything to do with Canada right now. So I say Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Our islands are in the North Pacific. Do you still use 200 watts? Well, it's variable. Right now, talking to these guys, I'm using about 100 watts. I can crank it up to over half a kilowatt if I want, but I'm not. I got it turned down. I got the power turned down right now because I'm running it through the beam antenna, right? But yeah, I could turn it to 200 watts easily, but I don't really need to right now. Everybody seems to be hearing me. The UDX 791, Gulf Islands in the North Pacific on the side. Love that 333 in there, man. Mr. F-bomb from down under. Yeah, it's noisy. It's noisy. Anyway, so we're off the west coast of Canada. And the linear in my truck is 200, and I got another 200 watt kicker here on my unit in Bearcat, and that's a 350 Texas Star high drive. That one right there. Right there. That's a Texas Star high drive amp, 350 watt, right? The first 100 watts are the most important. There you go. And if you're running it through a beam, even better, right? Because a beam actually amplifies your power anyway. After that, 500 watts. Yeah. I gotta be really careful with pushing maximum power through this power supply because I've blown it up twice now. And 2 weeks ago, I had to get 2 bridges changed in it because I fried them because this thing actually puts out more than 500 watts. And I put it up to my watt meter, and he says there's something wrong here with this thing because he beefed up my power supply to handle 500 watts. And I cranked up my thing, and it's more than 500. It's more than half a kilowatt. So it fries the bridges in here. So thank God my techie friend that fixes that bought 2 bags of bridges, and he took it apart for me and fixed it. And he didn't charge me anything. I trade him. I carved them a tiki, and then I'm going to give him some palm trees, which is cool, right? So, yeah, I've never blown up an amp yet. I blew the AM out of that one, and I possibly blew the AM and FM out of my RCI 2980, which is a bummer, but that's all right. It still works on sideband, and that's most important to me, right? Sideband. 385, 385. I'm just marking down my logbook here. I wish I had a photogenic memory to remember all these people I talk to, but I don't. So I do keep a log. And sometimes I look back on the log to see where I've talked and who I've talked to. Yeah, I don't even know if I blew up my first stamp. Did I blow up my first stamp? My first stamp I got in 1980. I think it was 80, 79 or 80. It was a Crisp Big Boomer 600 watt amp, right? It was a tube one, and I used to run it through a high gain quad beam. I had a full quad beam up there, and man, did that thing get out for DX. It was awesome. But now we've gone we've simplified things and put up a 3-element flat side Yagi. This is a very simple beam, and it does seem to be effective. It's pulling in all these signals from the South Pacific. 35 is quiet. There's a little bit of skip coming in on 38 still. What does it sound like on this one? Let's see. This 458's got a really good receive on it, this one here. Really good receive. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands in the North Pacific on the side. He's funny, this guy. 333 Australia. A 333 Australia. A 333 791 Gulf Islands. A 333 791 Gulf Islands. Snake in my ass. He's funny, that guy. What's cooking in DX land? Abstract Tom. Lots of Australian Hawaii come in. And does the FCC ever care about 11 meters? No, they don't care. We don't have FCC in Canada. We have DOC, Department of Communications. Guy at the CB shop in the early 90s said he was going to report me for running. I got, they came to my place twice. You know that? 1984. They paid me a visit in 84, and they paid me a visit, I think, in 85, or maybe it was the same year, maybe in late, it was the spring of 84. I know it was May 1984. The DOC was actually in my freaking parking lot, in my driveway. I'll never forget coming home from work, and there was the Department of Communications car, government car, in my driveway, had antennas on it, and they checked out my radios. Good thing I put my bad radios in the closet before I went to work, and I covered them up with a blanket, and I put my stock radio out. So just in case I ever got busted, they would look at my stock radio. So when I got home from work, and I didn't even go in that day, I came from work, I was going to come home for lunch because I worked close, and I went right back to work because I didn't want to deal with them. I was probably 20. Yeah, I was 20 years old. I just turned 20 years old. So I got home from work, and my mom said, you have to call this guy. He left his card, Department of Communications, government card. And I said, so I phoned the guy, and I said, what's up? He says, you were broadcasting on illegal frequencies using extra power. But I said, no, I wasn't. He says, no, we couldn't find anything wrong with your radio. It seems stock to us. And I go, it is stock. And that was it. And then they came another time too. And I was smart. I put my radios in the closet when I wasn't there, right? Because I had mostly running my 458 here. And I ran it through a beam. But this one here has lots of extras in it. I had this one and my Citizen MPL5. And I also had this. I've also had that one too. That one with the VFO. I had that sitting out. And I take that stuff and I throw it in the closet and throw a blanket over it. If I was going to use it, I would bring it out. And I'd always put a stock radio out. So if I ever got busted, they would just tune into my stock radio and find nothing wrong with it. So stock power and stock channels. And says, yeah, no, we couldn't find anything wrong. I says, that's because I'm running stock. I was sneaky, but it worked, right? Because they'd take my stuff away. They definitely take your stuff away then. Now they don't give a rat's you know what. When you hear people like 11111 on there every freaking day that's been doing it for about a year, and nobody does anything about it. They don't care. It's like, you know what it is? It's like 11 meter band is a free for all, isn't it? It's like a free for all. Back then, you could get in a lot of trouble, and they would probably give you a fine and take away your equipment, right? I'm never studying for the ham radio license because, yeah, I tried years ago when I was 16, and I just gave up on it. It was too much. I didn't like the Morse code crap. Maybe I will have to up my game a bit. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. I mean, I'm not running anything really fancy here. Some people might look at this stuff and say, wow, that's quite the setup you got. It's not really. I mean, this is just, that's an old radio, dude. This is an old radio. 1978, I bought this one. February 1978. That's old. Bought that in 1977. I bought this thing new, that amp there probably over a decade ago. I bought that over a decade ago used, this 2970 DX. This is getting old. I bought that over a decade ago. That I just started using, and I bought it new probably close to 10 years ago. That I bought over a decade ago. The R2980 WX. These things I've had since 1981. This old TRC 30A. I bought it used at a flea market. Bob 440 gave me this one, this TRC 48. Bought that in 1981, this CPI frequency counter. Bought that in the 70s. 1977, this one here, you can see it. That's my first radio I got in 1977 right there. TRC 452. And then we go around to this side. So a lot of it's older equipment I have. I bought that receiver brand new in 1980 when I was 16. That's a DX302. Goes from 0 to 30, and it's got digital frequency in it. That one a neighbor gave me about at least a decade ago. She got rid of all of her equipment, and she asked me if I wanted some radios. So she gave me that TRC 458. It's got lowers in it and halves, and a unlock clarifier. That I've had since 1981. All that stuff there. That I recently bought the Pyramid power supply to run that. See that unit in Bearcat 980. That's actually newer. The unit in Bearcat, and that Texas Star 500 amp I've had for at least a decade too, or close to a decade. So, and it's not super fancy smancy equipment I have. A lot of it's pretty old equipment, right? I hate how the FDA controls where you can. Oh, I know. Well, you have to get a license for drones here too if they're over a certain size. My oldest is a realistic TRC 427. See, they're good radios. Those realistic radios are great. These things still work awesome. That is a TRC 458 on a Sigma Venom 5/8 wave antenna. And unfortunately, the AM doesn't work on it anymore. That was my bad. I blew it out with a linear, but I could probably get it fixed at some point. Here, I'm going to turn this off now, and I'll just talk because I know it's soon. I got to go in and make some dinner with Krista. Wendy today. Wendy right now is at a sweat lodge. She went to one of those native sweat lodge things on Salt Spring. So that's where she is. She's sweating in a sweat lodge. She says, hey, Joe, is it all right if I bring some eucalyptus firewood? Because we had a bunch of big eucalyptus trees cut down a couple of years ago. So I got a woodshed full of eucalyptus. My Sigma is in the bushes. But you took it out of the tree, right? You took it out of the tree. But the IMAX, did you fix the well, the Sigma never got broken, but it was in the tree, right? Not bad. They only do stuff cause interference. Yeah, if interference. That's right. Make mine A99. They're not going to bother us. An abstract Tom, no, I'm not going to study for my license anymore. And I don't need to. I can talk everywhere I need to on 11 meter band. There is a guy about a mile from me who runs a big amp and has good bass antenna. He said he has never had an issue the three letter guys. Really awesome. Good. Yeah, there's some big power. I talked to 505 in Yucca Valley. He's running 6,000 horsepower. If he wants to, he's got a 6,000 horsepower amp. I say horsepower, you know what I'm talking about. Talk to ISS. Talk to the ISS. They usually write a letter first. Yeah, they never wrote a letter to me. Yeah, 6,000. I got a video of me talking to a guy with 8,000. There's a video gate on here with me talking to a guy, and he has 8,000. He's running 8,000. But 505 there, Eli has a 6,000 watt big box there. I mean, that plugs into 220, man. Yeah, Motormouth Mall, same thing. And Deer Slayer down there in Lake Okeechobee, Florida. I think he's probably got some big power too. He's got a clean station though. Very, very clean sounding station like Motormouth Mall. Deer Slayer, Lake Okeechobee, Florida is kind of like the Motormouth Mall of the sand pile. If I move to parts unknown, I'm getting 8,000. Yeah, well, I'm kind of in parts unknown here. 505 Yucca Valley. Yeah, that's Eli. Yeah, he runs big power. Very loud. He's running a ground plane. I think it's a Mako. I think it's a Mako ground plane, but it's been modified to handle mega power, right? So, but a 6,000 watt linear is not cheap. You're going to pay big bucks for something like that. And years ago, when I was younger, you would have been busted right away for running that much power. But now nobody seems to care. It seems to be the norm. So many people are running big power. I'm a small station. I can get out okay. It's probably because of my beam antenna, but I'm a weak station compared to these other stations out there. I'm just happy if I can be heard. That's all that matters. Sometimes it takes a few tries, and then I can be heard. Have you talked to Kate in England? Simon, no, but I've watched her videos before. And she might have watched my video gates because somebody talked to Kate and she said to say hi to Jungle Joe C. So there, barefoot, that's okay. I shoot a lot of barefoot skip too. There's nothing wrong with that. When I was a kid, everything was barefoot. And then I had a linear, I guess 7980, and then I got rid of it. Something, or maybe something happened to it. I think I fried it. I got rid of it. And then I ran barefoot for years up until about just over a decade ago. I ran barefoot. Everything was just barefoot. Running through my IMAX or my Antron. I've had 2 beams. This is my 3rd beam I've had up. I've had 4 beams, but one of them I've never put up. And I've had lots of different antennas. What's a good brand amp? Unit and ground is actually tuned up. I like the RM linears. I mean, the RMs are good ones. They're pretty reasonably priced. I have I have 2 RM 203Ps, and they're quite nice because they're small and they have, I think they're transistor, and they have a bilinear in them, right? They have that bilinear, so you can suck in weaker signals, which is always really nice. You know, so if you're having a tough time hearing some stuff coming in, you hit your bilinear and bang, bingo, they come in for you easier, right? So it's kind of like swinging a beam around towards them. But yeah, RM linears, and I like Texas Star too. Texas Star, good mate. Or you can go to Idaho Box Builders and get a big one made for you. I have a 203P on my unit in Bearcat. How much elements is your beam? My beam is a SY3. It's a 3-element flat side Serio Yagi. It is made in Italy, right? So I have videos of it here. It looks like that. There's my beam right there. It looks just like that. A 3-element flat side Yagi, right? And I don't need any more than that. It gets me. I talk everywhere I need to talk on it. That's the thing, right? It's a good little beam. Do you use walkie-talkies? Well, I have walkie-talkies. Where are my walkie-talkies? Where in the hell are they? Let me see. I got old school walkie-talkies. I have these ones here. We have 3 of these. We have 2 of them in the house and 1 here. So these are Motorola walkie-talkies, right? And then I have old school walkie-talkies, like really old school walkie-talkies. That's a 3-channel. These are old school I bought in the 70s, right? And then I have a 6-channel as well. So this is, I don't know where my rubber ducky antenna went, though. It's missing. But these are old school walkie-talkies right here, realistic. I don't know the number on it. I have to take it off, but they still work too, right? That's a 3-channel. I actually had to put, they're big. I know. Here's another one too. I'll show you. This one here. And I had another one, but Wendy freaking threw the thing out, man. This one's a 6-channel. This one's a 6-channel. You can plug a microphone in there, right? This one's got the center load antenna. 6-channel, 4 watts right there. That's 6 channels, 4 watts. And that other one is, I think, 2 watts. So that's a 4-watt walkie-talkie. That's what a 1970s style walkie-talkie looked like from Radio Shack. Realistic right there. Bought them brand new. So I did put crystals in it. I have an old Realistic 217. They work good. See, the old Realistic stuff is good. You know, back in the day when I was talking on that stuff, people say, oh, you're talking on Realistic. That's crap. Well, you know what? I'm still talking on it here. 40 freaking 5 years later or whatever, right? It's not crap. It works. It works very well. I've been very pleased with Realistic stuff. So there you go. It's the guys running the Midlands, and I don't have nothing against Cobra, but it was mostly the guys with the Midlands. When I was criticize the crap I was running. They called it crap. My realist is, they called it radio crap or radio junk. And I remember the guy's Midland packing it in. When he was talking to me, I says, "Where'd you go?" And then I talked to him at school the next day, and his Midland packed it in on him. Sounds better than my, you know what? Same with these things too, like the realistic. So that's on a Sigma Venom antenna right now, 5/8 wave. We're still pulling in some signals, and it gets out really good. I've talked all over the world on that old 458 base station. That was my first sideband radio in February 1978. It's coming up 46 years in February. Still works, except I wrecked the AM in it. I'd love to get that fixed someday. It's got upper channels in it. I got them put in 1980. Upper channels. It's got half channels, and it's got a 5kc slider in it. And the modulation's been tuned up. Preamp does not work on that radio. I use this D104 Tug 8. Tug 8 I bought used in 1977. I've had that for 46 years, that microphone. I've been using that since I was a kid. I love that microphone. First time I ever laid eyes on one, I said I wanted one of those microphones, and I'd saved up my money. I paid $20 for that. $20 for that microphone in 1977. And it still works good, and it is old. I knew the original guy that had it, and it was sitting on the shelf in Radio Shack, and he was selling it. It was used, and I didn't have enough money scraped up to buy it. And when I did go back to buy it, it was gone. I was like, I was so upset. I was like 13 years old. And then I'm talking to my buddy on the radio. His handle was Firecracker. And I says, "Wow, you're sounding good." And he says, "Yeah, hey, Joe, I bought that D104 at Radio Shack in Langley." I go, "What?" So he bought the Lollipop, and I ended up buying it from him for $20 because he ended up getting a Tug 9 stand. He didn't want it anymore. So that's why I ended up with that. So I'm the third owner. Are your antennas in the ground? Yes. I have 4 antennas. I have 4 antennas up. Indiana Chris. Hey, Joe. Good to have you. Indiana Chris, good to have you in there. This is my 4th live stream today. My other one's kind of crapped out on me. So the first one was good, and then it crapped out, and then the other 2 I did crapped out. So this is number 4, but it seems to be working. Yeah, all my antennas are in the ground, Simon. We have a Antron 99, which is 100 feet away from this Radio Shack. Then I have an Sigma Venom up on the roof, 5/8 wave. Then I have an IMAX 2000, and I have the 3-element beam. So 4 antennas up we have, and they're hooked up to different radios, right? We love to shoot skip. It's the only reason I ever got a radio was to shoot skip, right? Not even to talk local, although I used to talk local when I was a kid, but the reason I got it was to talk distance. I like talking skip. Skip is fun. If there was no skip, I probably wouldn't be on the radio that much, because the only people I actually talk to local, because the only locals we have around here is 440 Bob, and he lives on Vancouver Island, and 217 Steve, 217, he's on Vancouver Island to the west of us, and they're within 5 miles from me, maybe even less. And shooting skip is fun. It's a lot of fun. So why do I need a ham radio ticket when I can talk on my 11-meter band radios, right? I can talk skip. I can talk around the world on these things, right? And when you have a beam, you can point it and to where you want to talk, or bring in weak signals. You can bring in far off signals easier. I don't like police scanners. I don't know if I've ever had a police scanner. I know I've never had a police scanner. Ham radio. Yeah, ham radio would be cool too. You know what I mean? I don't have anything against ham radio. It's just that maybe I'm just too lazy to study for it. Now, at my age, at 59, I don't really need to. But I know a lot of ham operators here, and they said, "Hey, Joe, you should get your ham ticket." I says, these are ham radios. That's a ham radio, and that's a ham radio. But we have it. They're modified for 11-meter bands. But I do like them both too. I have nothing against them. I'm not a snob. Like some ham guys are snobs, and they don't like CB radios. It's like guys that ride Hondas, or it's guys that ride Harleys don't like Japanese bike. I'm not that guy. I have 2 Harley Davidsons, and I like all motorcycles. I ride with people that have Suzuki's, Kawasaki's, Hondas. It don't matter to me. To me, it's just a chunk of metal with wheels on it, right? But I like Harley Davidson because I think they look better with chrome on them and stuff. They're nicer to fix up, and they look better when they're older. To me, I like an old Harley seems to keep its price. When you're looking at an old Harley Davidson, like from the 1960s or 70s, they keep their value, it seems. And old Hondas, maybe not so much, but they're still nice bikes. I'll ride everything. It doesn't matter. I'm going to upgrade my ham license. Cool. So you have ham license. Right on. Well, back in the day, you'd have to have Morse code. I had an oscillator. I was studying for it. And it's just like I say, I studied for probably a few months off and on. Not like steady studying, but off and on. And I just got bored of it. Yeah, AMF bought Harley. So during the 70s, AMF had them. And a buddy of mine actually has an AMF Harley from 1974. It's a bigger one, but they had a lot of problems on it. Mine is not mine's not that. Yeah, the AMF Harleys weren't the greatest ones. Speaking of old vehicles, my favorite old car is a 1999 RAV4. Hey, Wendy's got a 2018 RAV4. That's what she's got, a 2018 hybrid RAV4. She sold it. She sold her Honda CRV, which was a nice vehicle. She had a 2006 Honda CRV she bought brand new, and it's gone now. I think she should have kept it. So there you go. But I won't put my bikes back on the road until spring. I don't like to ride in the wintertime. Lots of motorcycles here year round. I just don't like riding the cooler weather. It's just not my thing. I like to be warm when I ride. As I get older, I dislike cold even more. So if its temperatures are 70 degrees, I'm out riding, even in the 60s, but not when it's 50 degrees, because the wind chill factor when you're riding, it drops it down. Even though I do have a windshield on my bigger Harley, but I can take the windshield off. It clicks off quickly, right? But before you know it, it will be spring and I will be riding again. And I did get a sissy bar for my my Heritage Softail, so Wendy can ride on the back. My parents have a 221 RAV4. It's not as good as the old ones. Yeah, right on. Abstract, they have a 2021. Wow, nice one. Yeah, so she's got a 2018. Ground your antennas? Yes. My beam is grounded. My other ones aren't grounded. I never did ground my other one. Although maybe technically they are grounded because the pole is right down into the ground. What they're on is down into the ground. The metal is in the ground, right? We rarely ever get lightning and stuff that here either, so I don't have to worry about that too much. But I know it does help to ground an antenna. And like I say, the poles for the Antron and the IMAX does go right down to the ground. So I'm guessing that would be grounded, right? I know a ground rod goes in a lot farther, but technically, wouldn't that work the same way if the pole that it's on is into the ground? Wouldn't that be grounded? Correct me if I'm wrong. I do actually have a ground rod rammed into the ground for the beam, though, right? And not so deep. It's only about this deep, maybe about 2 feet, something like that. I know they probably got to be deeper, but that's life. It seems to work okay. I'm going to ask Krista. Just a minute. Hang on. Hey, Krista. Krista, this is Jungle Joe calling you. I ran a copper rod 6 feet into the ground. Wow. 6 feet. Yeah, I figured it had to be about 6 feet. Hello, Krista. Are you there? 6 feet. Antenna mast is mounted.
Hello?
Hello, Krista. Do you want me to come in and start dinner?
Sure.
Okay, I'll come in around 15 minutes or so, and then I'll start potatoes and stuff.
I'll put a pot on the boil. What are we eating?
Well, we got chicken.
Potatoes?
Taters and chicken.
Potatoes.
Taters and chicken. Okay, I'll call you. Your handle here will be Crystal. Can I call you Crystal?
What?
That's your radio handle here. I'm going to call you Crystal.
Okay.
Crystal 86. How's that?
That's good.
Crystal 86. Okay, I'm doing a live stream right now. So I'll come in a bit. So you got them on the pot boiling. So you want to should we just keep them boiled then? We're not going to cook them in the oven or anything?
Like I'll mash them. Can you mash with coconut oil or something?
Yeah, coconut oil mashed potatoes would be good. All righty. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, bye.
Take care. Yeah, these ones here, these actually go quite far if there's no mountains and crap in the way. Unfortunately, we have a lot of mountains and hills here, but I'm only 40 feet away from the house, and that's Wendy's daughter. I wonder why some ham radios don't like it. They don't like using them, right? And oh, it's mounted to a chain link gate post, Indiana Chris. Okay, so it's in the ground. So it's grounded. It's got to be grounded, right? The gate post is probably in the ground, then obviously. Walkie dot only close proximity can work with that one. Yeah, they say it does. They say these ones have a pretty good distance on them, but I probably beg to differ. You know what I mean? But there's nothing between me and the house. There's some palm trees. That's about it. Funky off. Simon Borg. So anyway, I'm going to keep that on. That one has the distance right there, that 2 meter Baofeng. This one right here. This one here picks up the local bus on Salt Spring, everything. This one here has, this is the 2 meter ham radio here, right? So yes, the gate post is cemented. So it'd be grounded then, I'm guessing. So anyway, but this one here picks up radio too. Ooh, they're advertising Rotten Ronnie's. Anyway, so that's a Baofeng. There we go. Anyway, I'll charge that back up. I got that one on Amazon a couple of years ago, US Amazon, for about $60 or so, US, with an extra battery and a microphone as well. And where is that? I think the battery's in my drawer here. Baofeng. Yeah, Baofeng. Yeah, it's a good one. It works pretty good, and it actually does work far too. It goes quite the distance. I've talked from near the north end of Salt Spring Island to the south end of Salt Spring Island with that thing, which was pretty good. I have to admit, I was south of here, so I was probably about 12K southeast of here. No, maybe about 13K southeast of here. And then I talked to the south end of the island, which was probably another 13K from where I was at. Maybe Santa will bring you a pair. That would be nice. I don't know what I'm getting for Christmas. We don't really do much exchanging and gifts. We just kind of have a dinner. But we put the tree up and everything. And I do get stuff for my kids. We're going to have a turkey and all that stuff. And I did buy Wendy a birthday present. Her birthday's coming up December 6th. I will play FM radio band. Yeah, you can. You can actually, I do listen to music on it. I like regular radio that plays music as well. Yeah, so do I. I have another one here that's actually pretty good. Where is it? This one's a good radio too. This one here picks up shortwave. That's a little shortwave receiver as well. That's shortwave. And that one there is ham and shortwave. So the big one right here. This one here.
Yeah, I will. We'll start on the Maryhill bypass.
So that's also shortwave and ham radio. Goes from 0 to 30. And this one has all the shortwave bands on it as well. It's got a little antenna here, and you plug it in to charge it. So it's actually a really nice little shortwave receiver. And I usually use that one when the power goes out, or I can use the Baofeng too, right? Baofeng works good. But the batteries seem to last a long time in those little things. It's amazing. The charge is unbelievable. Yes, maybe Santa, if you've been a good boy, Santa will be good to you. Looks like my S Crane shortwave radio. Oh, Jonathan Welch. What brand is this? You mean this little one here? Those cranes are good ones. This one here is TIVDIO V115 AM FM shortwave and a recorder. And it records too. Wow. Cool. It's got AM, FM, and shortwave on it. Simon Borg, you're posting a lot of stuff, but messages retracted all the time. You're always retracting those messages. What is going on here? So I have a Sony portable transistor radio that plays music. Yeah, you know what? I like the old transistor radios. I used to have one from Radio Shack, but unfortunately, and I bought it in 1985. I left it in my greenhouse, and the humidity in there just totally destroyed it. It was a little one, but I actually have bigger ones too with cassette and CD players. Them too. In my where I park my Harley, the bigger bike, I actually have a couple of those in there. People used to call those ghetto blasters. I have one of those in there, actually two of them in there, and it actually cranks pretty good. And it is a Sony. It is a Sony, believe it or not. But those the C Crane shortwave radios are very good radios. Yeah, they used to advertise those a lot on. It was on the internet or it was on the radio. It could have been the radio. Oh, you know what it was? It was Art Bell. When I used to listen to Art Bell or George Norrie, Coast to Coast, they used to advertise C. Crane shortwave radios. Remember George Norrie and Art Bell, Coast to Coast? He was from Pahrump, Nevada. And he used to talk about kind of like sci-fi stuff, Bigfoot, Chupacabra, Dogman, aliens, all that stuff. That was pretty cool show. I used to listen to him in the back late 1990s and early 2000s. Back in the day. But he is I think Art Bell died. I think Art Bell passed away. And then George Norrie, he took over, and then later on Art Bell did pass away. Coast to Coast AM with, it was Art Bell first from Nevada, and then it was George Norrie. And I used to love listening to that. I'd be laying in bed at night. I'd have my clock radio on, and it would go off. I'd set it for an hour. I used to love listening to those guys. That was a really good broadcast. Very good broadcast. I love paranormal stuff. Used to listen to Coast when he worked in the graveyard. Wow, so he's been on that long? 1980s. Wow, yeah, I only started listening to him in the late 1990s. I didn't even know he was around in the late 80s. And Art Bell. And then I think he might have moved to the Philippines, Art Bell. And I'm pretty sure Art Bell died. I'm pretty sure he did. Let me just Google that. I could be wrong. Art Bell. Death. He did die. Art Bell did die. And when did he die? In 2018 from Pahrump, Nevada. That was it. I was right. He did die. He was born in 1945. And then, George Norrie took over. And George Norrie was good too. Coast to Coast AM. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I used to listen to him late at night here. It'd be about 9:30 at night, something like that. Paul Harvey on AM radio back in the 1980s. Why do I know that name? Paul Harvey. I know that name. Maybe I listened to him too. I mean, we get U.S. stations here too. And I can pick up, like, the radio station I listen to is out of Bellingham. And because Bellingham, Washington is right across the water from us here. I listen to classic rock, KISM 92.9. And they're actually on internet too. And I also listen to KISW 99.9 FM Seattle. That's more hard rock, and they're good too. I like KISW 99.9 FM Seattle. They play some heavy duty stuff. Ground your antenna. Yeah, no, I do have my beam grounded. I don't have my other ones beamed though, grounded. I've never really bothered grounding my antennas. I think I had my beam grounded when I lived on the mainland, but all my other ones, I've never really grounded them. Does it help me get out better? Does it actually make you get out better when you ground your antenna? Because I seem to get out okay with my antennas. I don't know. I just, like I say, I did ground the 3-element Yagi, but my other ones, I just figured it'd probably be good enough because the pole is down into the ground, probably about this much, something like that. And it goes right up attached to the antenna. The Sigma Venom is not grounded though. That is on the roof of our house, on the metal roof of our house, right? So, but anyway, I like listening to some of the U.S. stations. They play some good stuff. I always notice the white noise got a bit when you use the ground. Okay, there you go. Yeah, well, maybe I should try grounding my IMAX, because like I say, it goes right into the ground. The IMAX is actually farther in the ground. I think the pole goes into the ground, the mast, right, that it's attached to, right? I don't know. Do I have a lot of noise here? Look at this. You don't hear a lot of noise here.
Sure do. Yeah, it's a little bit louder and clearer now.
So that's 217 in Crofton. He's on Vancouver Island. I just put some new batteries in my family's old Walkman. Oh, I remember those Walkmans.
Yeah, they've been in and out pretty good all day.
385 there, 505, but there's no U.S. skip coming in. It's all, these guys are local. It's all South and Central Pacific. It's pretty much faded away anyway. That's Steve 217 over on Vancouver Island. Palm Planet, good to have you in there. Hello, Steve. 791 waving.
Yeah, 10-4 on the base station here, 706 ICOM. Hey, Joe, I heard you in there too.
I'm just waving at you. Have a good one, buddy. That Australian guy's in there. 505's in there. Yep, 505. Yeah. If we had conditions, I'd talk to you there, buddy, Eli, but there's no U.S. skip coming in here right now. It's just.
Can you hear Peter there, Joe?
No, I got some Aussies coming in. They're so freaking strong right now, Australia.
Yeah, that's what I figured. No, he can't hear you there. He's got Australia moving at his place.
Yeah, hello, Peter. Hello, Peter. How's it going? 791 waving. We heard you that time, buddy. Hey, good to hear you out there, my friend. Have a good one out there. Have a good evening. All right there, Pete. Cheers and beers and 575. We're waving right back to you, Vancouver.
Roger that. Have a good day, Joe.
Yeah, you as well, my friend. Oh, it's check-in night today, isn't it? Yeah, Radio Canada. I just remembered. All right, have a good one out there, guys. 791 on the site. Listen to this. Funky off. I'm going to see if I can get back to these guys in Australia. Hang on. Cheers and beers. Can you hear those guys coming in on Australia, Steve?
No, not really.
Yeah, that one guy's like up into the red.
There's just murmurs in the background.
I mean, yeah, you're over everything, of course, but yeah, there's some of these guys who are just freaking booming in here. One guy in there, 333s. He throws a lot of F-bombs.
There are people out there that can't help themselves.
I know. Hey, 333, we hear you out here on the Gulf Islands. Hey, 333, you're hitting me 40 over there, brother. 333 down under, 40 over here to the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. All right there, 333. Cheers and beers there down under Australia, UDX 791, Gulf Islands out here on the North Pacific, west coast of Canada. We're on the side. Cheers. Right on. Okay. See you later there, 333. Have fun, buddy. We're on the side. 791. We're reading the mail. that guy's funny. Unreal. And it went quiet. What a character that guy is. 333, man. Can you hear him? I think he's at. I think this guy's had too many wobbly pops. Oh, that's too funny. I gotta turn this off, man. Did you guys hear that guy 333? Steve can't hear him. He's got mountains behind him. I'm picking up way stronger on the beam antenna. Palm Planet, good to have you out there. It's a beautiful day out here. What's up with, I don't know, Simon Borg. View deleted comment. I'm thinking Simon Borg might be JL. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he could be JL, coming in as somebody else. But that's all right. We have a moderator in here. We have moderators that take care of trolls. Yeah, triple X is in Texas, and that 333 guy was in Australia. He's talking to triple X. 333 is talking to triple X in Australia. Yeah. It's triple X always sounds like he has too many wobbly pops to drink too. But 333, he's definitely been into the wobbly pops. And if you know what a wobbly pop is, it's something with alcohol in it, right? Like a beer or a vodka cooler or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I like listening to him. He's a character. You barely hear him on the Sigma Venom, but when I'm on the beam antenna, he's 40 over. Anyway, Indiana Chris, thanks for being a moderator. Team Gigawatt, Palm Planet, Abstract Tom.
Good evening. If we don't hear from you later.
That's he's a good guy. That's Steve on Vancouver Island, on the Big Island to the west of me. Have a good one, Steve. I'll see you, I guess, at the check-in on Channel 40.
Yeah, I'll be around if I remember.
Yeah, me too. Already well. I'll try to remember. I'm starting to forget things more. I'm getting older. You're still a young guy.
Does that mean my brain don't work so well, though?
Yeah, mine doesn't either. Anyway, Channel 40, what, at 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
All right, bro. I'll see you around there, hopefully.
161
Australia.
Australia, g'day.
Hey, 6-1 Australia, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. How about it, Australia? 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific.
Whole bunch of traffic still on there this morning, but I didn't hear it a few minutes ago. I was preoccupied, but there was too much in there. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good, sounding good. 304. I'm actually on my old TRC 458 with the 5/8 wave Sigma Venom right now.
Okay, we got 385. Better stand by. I didn't realise Steve was in there, mate.
Yeah, you're sounding good, man. No, you're sounding Q5.
Is that me? I thought you said you got 304. I'm a little confused there at the moment. So you got Delta Alpha 161 there, Joe.
Oh, sorry about that, 161. I made a mistake. I was thinking you were 304. Hey, how's it going, Jay?
Yeah, fine. I was sort of thinking Steve might have been on the side coming back to you there. I just weren't too sure whether you were coming back to me or not there. But yeah, I did acknowledge your QSY and you were real sharp. You were quick on that VFO there, Joe. I'm doing well, mate. Finally saw a bit of rain. Sort of just get yourself down.
That's Jay down in Australia.
6-7 hours, which you haven't seen for a good 9 months there back again.
Wow, man, you guys have been in a drought down there. It's been we haven't had a lot of rain up this way. We've had a lot of sunshine and dry, but we've also had, several days of rain, probably about a week ago. But wow, that's really dry down under, man. I'm glad you guys finally got some precipitation there, Jay.
Yeah, I am too. No doubt being into the landscaping and lawn business there. Things definitely haven't been cutting a lot of grass, that's for sure. But it's going to pick up now. We've got to top up in the water tank. I've been having a pump water there because it's just so dry. As I mentioned, a good 9 months since we've seen this amount of rain. We ended up with a good
40 mils. Okay, so you got just under 2 inches there. That's pretty good. Yeah, we need the rain here for our aquifers because we're on a well here. And so we really rely on our winter rain. And most of our annual precipitation falls in the winter months here on the Gulf Islands. So we need that to top up the aquifers for our well water.
Yeah, well, hopefully it comes your way. As I said, we've been waiting patiently, and finally we got a drop. I think there may be still in the a bit in the forecast there, but we'll just have to wait to see. We'll take in a little bit. It's definitely dropped the temperatures too. We're looking quite mild here at the moment, just 21 degrees. We've got 24 in the shacks. Humidity's right up there. We're looking about 90% humidity there, Joe. So copy on your weather there. What sort of temperature will be starting to cool off your way? We'll be ready for, I guess, a bit of white stuff hitting the surface. That might give you a bit more water in the aquifer there, Joe. Go home.
I'm hoping we don't see any of that white stuff this year. Sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. It just really depends. Today was about 12 degrees Celsius here. Right now we're sitting at about just under 8 degrees Celsius under clear sky and sunshine today. And looks like all next week will be about 10 to 12 degrees Celsius with sunshine. Most of the week, except Tuesday, I see a little bit of precipitation. And rest of it looks pretty good there. But temperatures are pretty moderate here through the wintertime because of the being on an island, right? But it is an El Nino this year, which means milder than usual. So my fingers are crossed, Jay.
Good work. There could be a possible breaker there. I'm not sure. If there is, please stand by. I'll come back straight away there, ASAP. But copy on that. Fingers, toes crossed. I'll be sure rain dancers, but just haven't got it right.
Jay in
So
Australia.
I managed to get the finally the dance down pat. So
Thanks, Indiana, Chris.
Birds are loving it. You know, everything's really grinning at the moment out. But even the water, just looking at the water, it's still soaked in the ground. And the ground's up so rock hard here. The water's still sitting on the deck, after a good couple of hours there. It'll soak in eventually. It's been taking its time there, Joe. 791 161. Back to you, mate. Just check if there's a breaker there, Joe.
All right, buddy. Sounds like here I was digging today, doing a little landscaping. It was very dry, about 3 inches down. So anyway, if there's a QSK in there, go ahead. I'll sit on the side here. This is UDX 791, Gulf Islands in the North Pacific, talking to 161 Australia. There we go.
Nice one there, Joe.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Jay's a good guy there. He's I've been talking to him for years.
Okay, you hearing Joe as well? Good idea, Mike. 575 Vancouver, waving down. My apologies at 575 Vancouver. I understand you also hearing Joe's end. Had a big idea. Got 161 operator Jay and chatting to some your neighbour there, Joe QSL. Roger, 161. We had a great opportunity to talk to Joe. Sometimes I make it through over there, and some days I don't. But you're definitely making the trip into Vancouver, British Columbia. So 575, waving your way down under 575. Have a great DX day there. Yeah, thank you very much there, 575. I didn't manage to get the operator name, but you're coming up on good signal here. I got your good solid 7 signal. And I regard some Joe. I do acknowledge you. You're hearing Joe on the receiver there, possibly. I'll pass on a big day from 791 to you as well there. So thanks again, 757 and 755. I just got buggered that up. Apologise for that, mate. 161 again. You got the name here is Jay. I'm on the east coast of Queensland, QSL. Yeah, QSL Jay, good hearing you out there. It's 575 Vancouver, and Joe's over on Salt Spring, and it's good to hear him out there as well. So we just want to wish you 73s down under from 575 to Vancouver. Yeah, okay, 575. What was the operator name there, now again? Roger, operator name is Tango India Mike. Tango India Mike. Yep, too good there. Appreciate it, Tim. Just making a note of that. So we'll look forward to hearing you again real soon there. British Columbia, Vancouver. And again, we go from Joe as well. I'll just go over to Joe and see if he's got a copy on you there, Tim. I want to wish you all the best for your Sunday night. Here will be Monday around nearly midday. Just about 7 minutes to 12 midday Monday this week.
Good sound an Australian station.
Roger. Well, it's nighttime here now, and I'll tell you, sunset goes down quickly over here. And I think Joe can hear me, hopefully.
Well, I got 3S units on you, Tim. Sounding good.
Roger, Joe. Yeah, we hear you out there. Just very fine in the background.
I'm on my Sigma Venom 5/8 wave here, but yeah, you're coming in real good from Vancouver. Yeah, so Jay, he's quite a ways from me there, my friend. Jay, he's over in Vancouver. It's a pretty good shot from the Gulf Islands.
You did good. I listened to the whole thing, so you guys are doing a great trip. That's for sure. Good conditions.
You betcha, Tim. Hey, cheers and beers to you, buddy.
All the best to you there. Well done. Good to see you guys go direct, or maybe it might be a bit of time scaling now, I guess. But good work, Tim. A lot of you here on the QSK. Breakers in there, so we'll keep it moving along. And after getting my original contact there with 791. All the best for now there, Tim. Catch you again. 575 Vancouver from Queensland, 161. Cheers to you, mate. Roger that, Jay, in Queensland. Yeah, you're definitely making the trip, so good to hear you out there again. 73 from 575.
So he's in Vancouver talking to Queensland. I'm on 365. 365. Channel 365 lower sideband. Three-way QSO, Vancouver. I'm talking to Vancouver and Queensland. All right, Jay, I should sign off here too. I got to go in and make some dinner there, mate. So I'm going to say cheers and beers to you. Now it was a pleasure to talk to you. 161 Queensland. I don't know if you can hear me. I think there's somebody else in there right now. Yeah, 365 lower sideband. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it, buddy. Cheers and beers to you down under. 161 Queensland. I always enjoy the QSO. And we'll listen for you again. I'm on live right now on YouTube. I am running a live gate, and I'll get this uploaded for you tonight as well. Have a good one, buddy. Until next time, UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. We'll be on the side, mate. Have a great day.
Yeah, good. I managed to get that 100%, even though it's still a few other stations they're coming with you. But all the best. We'll look for you down the track. Have a great evening, man. Have a good rest of your weekend there in South Spring Island. Bye-bye. 161 Whistling QSK. I apologize. There might be a few repeat calls.
That's pretty cool, eh? Three-way. So Vancouver's quite a ways from us. So he was up on the mountain. He's in a mobile up on a mountain. So let's I'll put that video on for him tonight. 161 Queensland. He's on my Facebook as well. I wish States was coming in right now, because 505 could be in there. We could have a three-way QSO with 505, and actually a four-way QSO and 575 in Vancouver, and then of course 161 Australia. So the battery went dead on here, unfortunately. Let me just change that battery. Wasn't that bad, on the Sigma Venom, but I was pushing about 350 horsepower through it. So, just about 6 o'clock. I think he's running a beam antenna. Jay. Okay, so there we go. That worked out okay. It was actually good South Pacific skip conditions tonight. Beauty. All right, yeah, 365 Indiana Chris. And it's just too bad there's no US skip coming into this time of the night. Make mine A99 on 365. 11C there. It's 7C here right now. 7C here tonight. Deleted by Chris. A lot of stuff deleted on Simon. Yeah. What's with this Simon guy? Kind of weird, man. He's like a spammer or something. Anyway, thanks, Indiana Chris, for taking care of that. That's why you're a moderator too. I let you guys take out the garbage, right? I'm thinking that Simon Borg might be JL in disguise. 505 hid Simon. Okay, thanks 505. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that guy. I heard him 161 Queensland. Oh, right on. So he's coming in. Oh, you could get back to him then, Eli. You could easily get back to him. I'm going to go in for dinner soon. So there's my old TRC 458 still working. Yeah, we did run a little horsepower through the antenna there. That's Texas Star always comes through for me. But yeah, that's Jay, and I've been talking to Jay for years on the radio. And 575 Vancouver, Tim, Jay. So that was pretty cool. So Jay parks up on top of Cypress Pole Mountain. Yeah, he can hear you. Okay, so he did get back to you because I heard him coming back to somebody, and it was you. That is awesome. I wonder. Oh, there you are. 505 Yucca Valley.
Across the big blue here there, 505.
505, I hear him talking to you. 505 is on my live gate right now. Hey, this is 791 before we head out of this radio room. 505 is on my live stream right now.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah, I was talking to Jay. He went to move off there to have a feed. His dinner time then, so I understand we get there on the same time your way. If not, you've already seen them done that. So you're really good there. 505, and you're a good friend with Joe there as well. Yeah, so.
That's cool. I got you on the gate. Talking to 505 in Yucca Valley. 10 a.m. Yeah, it is, Chris. That's pretty cool, man. Eli, I can hear him talk. I can't hear you, Eli, but I can hear Jay. Very, very cool. I might be able to hear if I put my beam around. I'm not hearing anything else in there. All right, there we go. Nice contact, 505. Nice contact. Very nice. Very impressive. 0094. That is awesome. Good DXing tonight. Now I'm going to get back into the house, and I have to, I could leave this running and come out here after and start doing some yapping. We still got a lot of South Pacific stuff coming in here. 10 a.m. Monday in Australia. Yeah, something like that. And anyway, Team Gigawatt, I heard him talking to you, buddy. I did hear him talking to you, but I just couldn't hear you. It's just there's no, like I say, there's no U.S. skip coming in right now. Current time here is 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I'm on the same time zone as Jay. Eli. Same time zone as Eli in California there. Right? I had pork loin. Oh, pork loin and potatoes and baby carrots. I'm jealous. Pork loin is so good. Pork tenderloin, love it, man. I love that. That is awesome. I got a Radio Canada check-in tonight, 6 p.m. Yep, same with here, 6 p.m. here on the Gulf Islands because we're due north of you. Hey, Mopar, what town were you in again? Were you in Ventura? Are you in Ventura or in San Diego? Crockpot style, even better. Oh, you can't beat a crockpot. Chris, you cannot beat a crockpot, man. Oh, that's the type of dinner I like, man. You're in Ventura. Okay, I'm going to tell you the distance between Ventura and Salt Spring Island. Ventura, it'll probably tell me in kilometers. California distance to Salt Spring Island. I'm due north of you. I'm going to say 1,200 miles. 1,200, no, 1,300. We are, 1,308 miles. There's a little map. It actually shows it. 1,308.6 miles. Due north of you. I'm exactly due north of you. That is wild, man. It shows the little map on there. That's kind of cool. Shows Ventura. Hello, Travis. How's it going? Shaka Wave. Good to have you out there, man. I looked at that thing for the sciatic. It's very cool. It actually sends kind of like these little radio waves or shock waves into the sciatic. It wraps around your leg. It's got batteries in it. Salt Spring Island, 2,330 miles. Whoa. Another 1,000 miles more. Holy cow. Yeah, California's not so far south. Shaka wave to Travis out there. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I was going to head out soon. I got to eat some dinner, but I am going to come back into the radio room. I might as well just leave this thing running, and I could actually just go back onto the live stream. I'm getting hungry. That's what it is. So 1,308 miles to Ventura, California, and 2,330 miles. Mr. Miller booming in here. What channel? What channel is he on? I've talked to him a lot up in Alaska. What channel is he on? Mr. Miller. I got lots of video gates on here, Mr. Miller. Even on AM, I talked to him as well. And so Mr. Miller, I think, is up in, he's up in Anchorage, right? What's the distance between Anchorage and here? I wonder if it's farther to Anchorage, Alaska. Let me look. What did we do without the internet? Distance to, that's northwest of me. Is 2,300. Oh, that's by road. I think you'd be less. Let's see. Nah, he's got to be less than that. It says distance. Ketchikan. I don't want Ketchikan. Distance, it says 2,000 and something miles, but that is by road. If we went up from Ocean to Anchorage, it's going to be less. It'll be less than that. It says 2,231 miles. Yeah, there's commercials on here, unfortunately. Gotta love commercials. Yeah, it's monetized. The channel is monetized. And channel 17. Oh, channel 17? Yeah, channel 17 is dead here, man. Dead. Yeah, there's going to be ads on here, unfortunately. So it's probably farther to Anchorage, Alaska than it is to Ventura, California. That's the way she goes. You guys in BC area, Texas seem to come in the loudest for me. You guys in BC, really? Yeah. Well, lately we've been getting a lot of California skip, which is good. And I hope it sticks around for a while. I really like the Oregon skip too. I like the close stuff and Northern California. Yeah, Mr. Miller's running a big 7-element flat-side Yagi, I believe, and I'm sure he's putting some horsepower through it too, right? He's definitely got the horsepower. Hopefully some Bay Area. Yeah, I love close skip. It's I like close skip more than I do far skip. Believe it or not, I'd rather talk to somebody in Oregon than I would over in France, right? I talked to Ireland this morning. I talked to Belfast, Northern Ireland. That was my only European contact today. He wasn't coming in very good. I've talked to him before. He follows me on here as well on YouTube, but he wasn't coming in the greatest, but he still was coming in. But yeah, San Francisco, Northern California, Lake Eureka, Redding, Inland, Red Bluff, those areas, Crescent City, and then into Brookings, Oregon, and Ashland, some of those places. I really like to talk there. Even if I had Ogden Basin, and I'm surrounded by mountains, I had mobile, I could get top. Yeah, if you can get up on top of the mountain, Travis, you are going to get out. Like 575 over there in his mobile in Vancouver, smoking in here because he was on top of the mountain, right? He was way up on the mountain. So he gets out really good. And I think he is running a bit of a kicker in there too. I think he's got one of those RM203P 200 watt kickers on sideband, right? So it helps. It does help. Anyway, I should get out of here soon, and I got to eat my dinner. I really do. I may leave this thing going for a bit. I may leave it running. Seems to be pretty quiet. You know what? I think most of the skip is faded out now. Channel 40, we have a check-in, Radio Canada check-in. I don't really use the number, though. I'm in a valley here, 500 feet above sea level. Okay, Indiana Chris. I'm 140 feet above sea level, but I'm not in a valley. But there are a lot of mountains on Salt Spring Island from one end to the other. More hills on my end, but there are some mountains here, too, but the bigger ones are on the south end. I don't even think I could talk to the south end of Salt Spring. There's too many mountains, believe it or not. Unless somebody was up on top of the mountain. Yeah, I think it's dead. I think the skip is pretty much gone now. So anyway, guys, I should 380 feet above sea level for Palm Planet. 2,000 feet here. Wow. Wow. Highest mountain on this island is over 2,300 feet. Palm Planet 380 in Washington, D.C., 140 here, and very close to the ocean. Like I say, we are about 900 feet away from the Pacific Ocean here. And on the other side, I'm going to say maybe 3/4 of a mile or less to the ocean. It's not very far to the ocean on the other side. 3/4 of a mile max to the ocean on the other side. So, all right, I better go eat. I'm getting hungry. Sea level on the coast for me. Cool. There you go. You got to like that. Ventura. I've been down in that area. I love it, man. Ventura. California is awesome. Southern California, Northern California, it's all good. An hour and a half drive to reach 4,000-foot mountains. Wow. Those are big mountains. That's where you want to have an antenna up there. Signing off. Catch you. Hey, I heard I'm talking to you, Team Gigawatt. That's pretty awesome. And tomorrow I'm off. I don't work tomorrow, but I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So tomorrow we can do a live gate. Hopefully you'll get on. Later, Indiana Chris and JG Mopar. Team Gigawatt. Good to see you in there, Eli. Alex Palm Planet. Travis Chapman. Indiana Chris Popcorn. Who else do we have in there? We have a lot of people in there. Anyway, thanks for tuning into the live gate. Simon Borg, definitely different. I don't know where Simon Borg is coming from, but definitely a lot of his messages were deleted. So he's probably saying some things he shouldn't have. Anyway, later, Gators. See you later on the band, or see you later on the live gate. And like I say, if I hear you out there and we make contact, I'll get you on a video gate. And you will be seen on these video gates. Like I say, we're over 7.5 million hits. When you go to a video gate channel, check out how many hits the channel has. And that's the thing. So this one has over 7.5. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying it does have a lot of hits on this channel. Over 7.5 million. Hey, Jeff Richardson, 4570 down in Tassie. Good to hear you. I did talk to Tasmania tonight. Who did I talk to? I talked to, who did I talk to in Tasmania? I talked to 381. I talked to 381 Tasmania, but I know 4570 Tasmania has been on these video gates too. So have a good one out there, guys, and cheers and beers to all of you. And I'll be listening to you on the next live gate or on the DX, right? So later. Thanks, Jeff, for tuning in, buddy, from down under. Another place I need to go is Tasmania. You know, we have a very nice Tasmanian tree fern in our garden. I only just got home from work. Missed the action. Well, you can go back and watch the action. Jeff, we got 2 hours and 19 minutes of action here. And I worked a lot of South Pacific skip in there. And like I say, even Tasmania is on here at the beginning. I did work Tasmania too. So, hey, cheers and beers, Jeff, down there in Tassie. Another place on my bucket list. Got to see Tasmania. many of the eucalyptus trees I grew in our garden, the biggest ones I got from the seed from the mountains of Tasmania, right? And because they got a similar climate here to our island as you get up into those mountains. So anyway, cheers, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Time to go eat my dinner. I told Krista I'd be in there probably about 30 minutes ago. So have a good day, Jeff. You just got home from work. Sorry, man, that you tuned in late, but you can tune in early next time. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy the day in Down Under and enjoy the night everywhere else. Catch you next live gate.